up, everybody out there in the world in reality? This is your boy, Winning Man, aka the GOAT. Yeah! Who with small injury repairs, also too, and lawn care. Today, I would like to talk to you about a subject called being silent and promoting yourself. Now, you as a business person, you want your family and your friends to advertise for you. They're not going to do that. They're going to tell you to always be silent about your business. You can have the best work ethic out here. If you silent about your business and who you are and what your name is, do not expect to have growth because you're listening to the people that's giving you wrong advice and you're already in business. So I tell people, if I got a successful business and you know it and you did not tell nobody about my business, you cannot tell me how I'm supposed to run my business where you don't have the same intellect that I have to pull it off in the first place. This is where we as business owners got to stop listening to regular people. You stop being regular the day when you knew that your check wasn't big enough and you giving all this time to a company. You knew that the people around you was more happy that you have a job that don't make you happy just so it can help them and you're not happy. We all went through that in life. But who wants to repeat the same bullshit over and over and over and over again? You go through your 20s, go through your mid 20s, go through your 30s, go through your mid 30s, go through your 40s, go through your mid 40s, go through your 50s and your mid 50s, etc. Once we all get 25, we should know what we want to do in life. But instead, when we're 20 to 35, we figure we got all this time to make up. So we fuck off. We fuck over our future. We sit back and analyze what everybody else doing and feel we supposed to do that. And then if we don't do that, it's not normal. Another example, everybody is not rich. Try to dress like they're a CEO or a boss. That is not normal because the people that make these brands and are rich, you don't see them dress up. You see them smiling every time you buy their product because they don't have to prove their wealth. You're giving them wealth. So I try to tell people, once you become a name brand, you have to advertise yourself. No one is going to advertise you. No one's going to refer you unless they're a customer that deal with you hands on. When you're dealing with people hands on in business, you have two type of people. You have two type of people who appreciate the service, and the other person is trying to get over. There's too many people trying to get over. Everybody got a certain image they're trying to maintain. Then if you're trying to maintain an image off a job, you're going to fail. The image that you're trying to build up off your job is your boss image. You make your boss look good. You make your superiors look good. You don't make yourself look good because at the end of the day, they pay rate overturns yours. So how can you outlive them and they're paying you a certain amount and you don't have the brain power to go get that amount or put yourself in that position? So I'll give you another example. I noticed the last 20 years with the social media and on Facebook, everybody was throwing their job profession and job titles and people face that made lesser than them. But the people who made less money was the first ones when these people with these high successful in jobs come to ask for money. So here you are making less than a person, and that person coming to you and asks you, "Hey man, let me borrow 100 or this and that. I make $50 an hour and I can afford to pay you back." That's a mistake and a flaw that you should notice right then and there. If they make $50 an hour and you make 15 an hour, why are they coming to you to ask you for money? Well, what's up, everybody out there? But why are they asking you for money? Because they need your money to maintain a lifestyle. They get paid every 2 weeks. So they cannot uphold a daily lifestyle and you get paid every 2 weeks. Now, if you ain't got no kids and no responsibility, you can create a lifestyle. But once you have kids and responsibilities, time schedules, there's really no time to play. But if you take that time to play, you handle your future, your kids' future, and your community future. Because now you're teaching everybody, okay, let's settle for less. We made it to this point, but we can go up to this point, but we'd rather stay right here to feel equal. And we're living in a society time where you don't have to do nothing and the kids don't have to do nothing. Hey, what you do today? How you get that award? Oh, I just showed up. I ain't do nothing. Wow. You get a reward for not doing nothing. So we rewarding people for not doing nothing is making them grow up to feel that they should be entitled to having this and that and forget. You got to put in the work. When you apply for a job, you giving them your identity, your social security number, you're signing your signature for you to work, not for somebody else to work in your place. Because if that person could work in your place, you wouldn't exist. So we're taking ourselves out of existence every day and not even thinking. It's money all around us. But some of us, we get too big headed, like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. But you can beg another person for work and you work in a high profession, but you can't do no lesser type job that's going to pay you equal or more because of what it looks like. So that's why I tell landscapers and people who have jobs that people look down upon them. You got to remember, you make 3 times as much as that person. So how can a person that makes a third less than you make you feel bad off their job title? You got people, oh, I work for a top company. But if you work for a top company and you can't get a car in your name, you can't get utilities in your name, you can't even move because you're stuck in a mortgage, or you had a few car notes that crashed, or you just got bad, fucked up credit, period. Those are the decisions. Either you tried to party, or you tried to help somebody and they fucked you, or somebody stole your identity. Them the only 3 things to make a person be in debt today. But we will blame racism. We'll blame our neighbors. We'll blame our exes. We'll blame people that we don't even know and say, oh, this person tried to do this or do that. We spend too much time and too much negative energy worried about what somebody else think that don't even pay us. So if financial freedom is the key to you enjoying your life and having a lifestyle, you don't develop a lifestyle until you know who you are 100%. A lot of people, they still don't know who they are. They make 40 and $30,000 a year, but they want to try to get a new car every year to show everybody that they can do that. But who is the person that's helping these people pay for this stuff? And when these people move on or die off, you got people holding on to a false ass lifestyle that they couldn't have for themselves in the first place. So that's why I tell people, y'all are confused about how to make money. Y'all telling business owners don't advertise their business. We ain't supposed to tell you who our customers are or where they stay at and etc. That's the silence part of business that we understand. But you cannot be speechless and expect everybody in your family or your friends or people on social media to advertise your business and they want to hear it from the horse's mouth. Why should I go to that person, to this person, and go all the way around, go through a figure 8 when I could have walked a straight line to the horse's mouth? But you got to know what a horse's mouth at. And there's nobody going to lead you to the horse's mouth unless they're 100% your customer. So I learned how to separate myself conditional mind thinking wise looking at every day what I pay for. Every day, my lifestyle is a bill. So if I add up every day, 30 days in a month or 31 days in a month, that's how much it costs for me to live total. So if I know I need $4,000 a month to live and my bills only come to 2,000 a month, why am I broken and behind and in debt and borrowing money? Because I'm a type of person that could be taking days off of work when I shouldn't be. Oh, the summer is nice, so I don't work 90 days just to take 50 days off for a 90-day summer. Then I'm going to celebrate every holiday just to realize it's 365 days a year and I only work 180 days a year because I get 2 days off a week. So automatically, that's 108 days to 10 days that you missing off work. Then add the holidays in the summer, you missed 190 days of work. But it's 365 days a year, but you only made $180 worth of money and trying to live a whole year. That is impossible. Now, if you work 240 days a year, yeah, you're going to be 90 days better than the person that only worked 180 days. And I'm going to tell you why. Each day you work puts you 2 to 3 days ahead, depending on what you're spending your money on. Now, if you saving your money to go get a brand new car and a wardrobe, we can do shit like that because we want an image. Fuck that image. It's all about how you live later on. Like example, I'm 48 years old. I don't worry about finances because I control my finances. It was a time when I didn't know what my next dollar was going to be, but that was a long time ago. And I took that time back then to figure it out instead of partying with this person, partying with that person, going to this event. And I tell people, I'm not going to make every party. I'm not supposed to. And if I can make every party on earth, that means I got somebody helping me look good so I can make it to these parties. But in life, you're not going to have help 100%. So you got to know how to help yourself. And the only way you're going to help yourself is advertise your brand. Speak about your business that you have because ain't nobody else going to do it. I mean, if they do speak about your business, you got two type of people. The ones that your customers that speak positive about your business because they like the quality of your work. Them the only people you should be happy about the speaking on you. The rest is going to try to sabotage you, give you a bad reputation. But you only can allow that if you allow them to be in your circle to allow that to happen. So in business, you got to separate your friends from business. You have to separate your family from business. If no one supports you in what you doing and they feel, okay, you a landscaper and I don't feel good that I'm a nurse and you a landscaper, people might look at you like you the poor person. But if I make more than you, how am I making you look poor and I make more than you? But that's why I say people shouldn't throw their professors in people's face. People shouldn't be on here taking pictures of houses that they paying mortgages on and cars that they can't keep because they leasing. Now, if you're going to show something that you 100% own. Once you own a car 100%, you should be able to make money. But if you only make $30,000 a year and you spending 20,000 on a car, yes, you're going to be that person living with somebody. And you're living with somebody because you want to maintain that lifestyle. You want to dress up and look sweet. You want to smoke weed and shit like that. But I be telling motherfuckers that I give you a prime example. I'm a landscaper. This shit is free. But a lot of people go to work, wait on the weed man, wait on the dope man, or go to the first liquor store they see when it opens up and say, yeah, my day is going to be better. Your day is not going to be better because your priorities is backwards. Some people can't get up and go to work and just deal with the pressure of working. You got to be drunk and you got to be high to do everything. That's another reason why we make bad decisions. Because now we live in a world where everybody believe, oh, weed is legal now. We can smoke and drive. It's the same charge as drinking and driving. So if they trying to entrap you, why are you helping yourself being entrapped? Why are we on social media caring about why God blessed this person and didn't bless me? You're not going to be blessed because you're spending too much negative energy trying to figure out why God blessed a person that listened to them. Now, if I listen to a human, there's a chance I might lose because that might only work for that person. So I try to teach people simple stuff that might work for them. It might not 100% work for you, but if it can make your work day better, your business better, that's great advice. But I wouldn't have got better if I didn't take the great advice and listen to the people. Once I became a name brand that everybody loved and respected, there wasn't no point of advertising no more. Now I let them be my voice. But when the top dollar people that I want to attract to me as a customer, I have to open my mouth. They're not going to listen to a person that works a job and make a certain dollar amount that don't take care of themselves or take them serious if they speak on me. Example, you dressed up like you're going on a date and you going to a club and the CEO that own the business asks you about me. They not going to even ask you that because you don't fit the criteria of the person that they will believe that will be informative to let them know what they need to know to conduct business with me. And this is how I tell people. I was taught this working in the lawnmower shops in Detroit. I was trained to who has money, who has not, who's going to bullshit you, or who's going to try to get over on you. So, in the same aspect, I learned your reputation and silence will hurt you. You cannot be silent at the wrong time. And people out there, oh man, just don't say nothing. Your reputation on the line, and it's a lie, and you stupid enough to be quiet, and your business fall off of that, it's because you didn't stand up and speak for yourself and make a stand. It's called the horse's mouth. If I want to hear about you, I'm not going to ask the next person or the other person. I'm going to talk to you and let you tell me for yourself who you are, for me to determine. Because this person can tell the truth about you, this person could tell a lie about you. So when you tell me about yourself, I will know if you're being truthful or not. Because I got glimpses of what you could be, but I look at it as that situation. It might not, this person might wanted to use you. You told them no, then they give you a bad name and rep. Then I ask about their service. Nah, man. Nah, they ain't good. Why all of a sudden this person ain't good no more when you were speaking highly of them? Now I want to do business with this person. They're no good. And in business, your family and your friends will be the first ones to tell everybody a lie. They'll be the first ones to say, he left me dirty. If I didn't agree for you to be my customer or never shook your hand and never took no money from you, I didn't do you dirty. You just put all your hope that I will be what they say, the answer, there's a solution to your problem. I can't be the solution to your problem after you pray to God. Because if God wanted me to help you, he would have put that light in my head. Oh, help this person. I'm sending them to you because both of y'all got want the same thing. I'm running into people who don't want nothing but to look good on social media for a like, and then they be like, ain't nobody liking your post like that. I make money. Y'all got likes and y'all broke and y'all in debt. I would trade making money every day, being a business owner, and have people hate me that be on social media every day with a mediocre job being liked. Wow, you got 10,000 likes, but you can't come up with $10,000 to save your house. Wow, you got 100 likes, but you ain't got $100 in your pocket. Wow, you got a lot of positive feedback on how you dress up and party, but you don't get no feedback when you going through your depression and shit like that. We all go through that. Sometimes it's daily, sometimes it's months, sometimes it's years. But it's up to the person to decide if you want to keep going through that shit. You want to keep going through stuff in life that's not going to help you. Keep listening to them negative people that's happy that they got a job instead of advancing and not understanding. Your boss going to keep you at the job and keep you where you at because you're more profitable. You're not asking for no raises. You're not asking for no promotion. You always late and you still got a job after 5 years. They keeping you there because you don't want to move up no higher. Then they tell you watch what you post on social media. And if you got a job and you up here on social media and you telling everybody to be silent, you the biggest fool out here because you the one that could lose your job. And once you lose your job, you the first person that's gonna ask me for a loan because I got a business. And when I tell you no, you gonna get upset. So I tell people no. You want some money from me? I pay you to work for me. I pay you double than what your job gonna pay you to work for me for that day. And matter of fact, you don't have to work 8 hours. You only got to work 4 hours. So if I could pay you double than what your job pay you in 4 hours and compared to your 8, why would you want to join me? But laziness comes with a price. If you settle for less, you don't want to make more. If you settle for less, you don't want to create more. You settle for less, you don't want to build nothing. And settling ain't nothing but dust when it come out the air. I'd rather be the cloud that's in the air that's still moving back and forth than that dust that settled on the ground. Because the dust on the ground don't go nowhere unless the wind blow it to the next destination. So if you stuck in one place, look at that theory. The wind trying to blow you to the next spot, but you glued and cemented. So if you think your neighborhood or this block or this certain landmark is vital to your life to live, guess what? They're gonna tear it down and build another one and pay somebody else. And you're gonna be stuck up there with that memory, like I remember this. I wish this. I wish I could have. Ain't no wish you could have when you get old. That's why I'm happy. I could say I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I worked with this person. I'm glad that I ran into the right people. But in order for me to run into the right people in life, I asked God one day, send me people who gonna help me make money. That's gonna teach me how to make money. He did that, and everybody who wanted to socialize and look good, God just one by one got rid of them because they wasn't prepared to be in my future. I might have made plans for them to be in my future, but some of them didn't make it. So I learned not to be planning. I'm gonna get rich and be successful, and I'm gonna do this with this person and that person. Them people might not make it. You undid all that for nothing. But what you can do is be happy that you put yourself in a better position so you don't struggle. Because you're going to run into other people that's like you, that's doing the same thing that you're doing, and they're going to tell you the same thing. I had to leave my family alone. Oh, I had to leave this person alone. I had to learn that this wasn't good for me. And people will tell you that when people can admit their own flaws, them the best people to be around. A person that's trying to hide a flaw and use other people to help them cover it up a lie, it all fails. So if you had a support system that was helping you be successful, and when a few pieces moved out of that support system and you failed because the dependency that you was putting on that, expecting and feeling entitled that that's going to last forever. So nothing lasts forever. So like I tell people, when my parents passed, before they was passing, they told me I listened. I made sure I made time. I had to downsize my business to spend time with them, but I still took care of my family and my household while everybody else was looking at the financial loss that I taken. It wasn't no financial loss that I was taking. I was losing part of my soul. My parents passed back to back, 6 months after each other. And to hear the most strongest person in my life, my father, tell me he couldn't live without my mama, he gave up. And it made me think, the strongest man in your life gave up. Why should I? That gave me more motivation and determination. Why should I quit because I don't have them around? Why should I quit because I don't have the former friends and former families around? Why should I quit? Why should I throw in the towel and go sit on the park bench with everybody else and get drunk and get high and make excuses? God loves us all. But if you don't love yourself, I can't motivate you. The president can't motivate people that got bad spirits. That person got to deal with God. And sometimes in life, God don't allow us to deal with certain people because he's pushing you aside. You want to help this person so bad because you love them and care about you, but they cause you hurt and pain all your life. God pushing you away from them for a reason. Because you ain't supposed to be living your life doing that. So we all put that in our mind like, oh, you wrong. No, I'm right. If I'm in my right mind, I'm not going to be a fool and be a slave to help somebody else enjoy a life that they can't get on their own. But I'm happy because I built and created my own life. I took the time to do that. There was a time I used to party and drink and smoke, like to go out and hang out and do all this stupid, dumb shit. Then I realized, damn, what I'm gonna do when I get 40 and 50? How I'm gonna live if I'm spending all my money now when I'm young? And how come everybody that's old living all comfortable and shit because they took care of business? They didn't give a fuck about who know who they was fucking or how many times a week they had sex and all that shit. But people be wanting to know that shit. And my thing is shit. You should already have sex instead of planning to have sex. You shouldn't be planning to have something that you want to do. You plan to make money, you shouldn't have to plan to make money after you get the job. You should know, okay, this job gonna give me a check on this certain day. I show up. But now everybody taking guesstimations and being silent at the wrong time will cost you. You in a courtroom and you on trial for something, they want to hear from the horse's mouth. You got a witness that's gonna help you be free. Your witness speak up for you, and they ask you the same damn question they ask your witness for you to be free, and you sitting up there silent, confused. Bam, guilty, because you didn't pay attention. They wanted to hear from the horse's mouth. The judge asked you a simple question. You couldn't understand that simple question that judge asked you. And that's the person who had your life in the palm of their hands. And all they had to do was make a decision, and you allowed them to do that because you couldn't pay attention. So that's why I say that silent stuff, it only works when you got enemies. When you got enemies, yeah, you're supposed to keep your mouth shut. God bless you, you ain't supposed to keep your mouth shut. But people will tell you, never tell nobody what God did for you. Shit, you the devil if you telling me that. And anybody that let anybody tell them that dumbass shit, quit letting the devil and evil ass motherfuckers. We never even saw how Satan looked because God never told us how Satan looked because Satan never did exist. You see, then that's the sad part when we look at the overall of religion. If God never shows you how Satan looked, why are we still living in fear of a motherfucking fictional character? Basically, that motherfucker is Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger don't exist. He's just a movie character, just like Satan in life. He's a movie character and his story. That's why it's called history. But who fucking story is it being told? Instead of letting people wipe you out, put their own story, Take your ideas, take your credit. Don't be silent. Silent will cause you to lose it all. You supposed to speak up for your kids. What you being silent for? Oh, because they told me not to say nothing. Who was they? Oh, the people that's not in your shoes. So you can't let nobody that's not in your shoes tell you how to walk your path. You can't let nobody tell you how to walk your path that didn't show you how to walk it. Like you'll never see me tell a dentist or tell a nurse or a doctor they're doing something wrong about their profession, especially if I didn't go to school for it. But since I did go to school for that shit, I'm still remembering the terms and everything. But I still in my right mind is not gonna tell that doctor how he's supposed to handle me medically. Just like a person who's not a small engine repairman tell me what's wrong with their lawnmower. And I'm telling them to their face what's wrong with it. So you need to take your lawnmower to a place where they're gonna believe what the fuck you say and waste all day listening to you instead of going off of what they know and showing you, hey, this is what the problem is. But food is for thought. And like I say, always speak up for yourself at the right time. Don't be a silencing fool. That silent stuff only shows weakness. It's a cowardice act. Only time I'm supposed to be silent to somebody is when I'm ignoring them. Not in business. I'm trying to get customers, but I'm gonna be, hey, aren't you such and such and such? Don't you got? Because in business you lose customers, and when you got the opportunity to gain them, most of us we be so happy that we can take our families out and eat every goddamn day, drive nice cars and be fresh and shit. But there's more to life than that. You gotta reinvest in yourself. You letting people suck you dry. And you got social vampires. You got live in the flesh vampires. Everybody trying to suck your energy so they can rejuvenate their own spirit to be somebody. That's why I be telling people don't. Now, if you planning to do something stupid or to hurt somebody or get revenge or something, then maybe you should be. But when you out here in the business world and the top CEO say, hey, I need somebody, I want to pay somebody to do this for me or do that. It's your time to speak up and you're going to be quiet and miss out on the opportunity because everybody told you to be quiet. You don't get growth from being silenced. You get growth from being loud in action. You got to speak. You got to reverberate. Reverberate means answer back or reply back for those that don't understand that word. And we don't know how to reply to the right stuff. Now, if it's wrong, we're going to be loud about it. If it's right, we're going to be silent. So why are we being silent about what's right? And why are we being loud about what's wrong? Because everything been changed around. We live in a world where your parents left y'all houses and shit. Y'all can't even take them because y'all in debt. But other people can take y'all assets with a signature because y'all not in position to take care of anything. Oh, they had, oh, for this house mortgage, these cars and stuff, their parents left them this. Now we're going to take your parents' shit because you was broke. So your parents worked hard and died for nothing. Now you about to die being broke. Now your kids going to be broke because you didn't break a curse that was right in front of y'all face. Y'all grabbed that drink. Y'all called that person up on the phone. Y'all made any excuses to go anywhere. Like, you can't tell me that I'm not lying. You got mothers and fathers leaving their kids at home alone in the house to go party and socialize with other people and not understand your household is never going to get ahead. Your household is never going to get ahead if you and your significant other outside partying, paying babysitters and shit. Babysitter go off. and go party too. Now your kids home alone. One of them find a gun, shoot themselves. Now you both getting locked up and lose your whole life because you wanted to have fun. But you was loud about the wrong, but you were silent about the right. It makes too much right and common sense for a parent to stay at home and watch their kid to prevent losing their kid. Or once you go through that, child support system, and they will come in and take over. Then what you gonna do? You're a helpless victim when you shouldn't have been. So like I tell people, quit being silent when good is at present, and quit being loud when bad is a must. We are happy and proud to represent what's bad in a negative way, but we get quiet as hell when it comes down to something positive. Person might invite you to church or to a meeting to get you a job, but you want to look at it as a party. Yes, it's a party for a mental aspect to get you a job and recondition your mind to give you hope. But we want to go in there fucked up, wasted. I got to go in there fresh. You trying to get a job and you dressing like you going to a Jay-Z concert. When the day we make common sense, the day we'll be free. But that's food for thought. And remember, if you got a good business going on and by yourself, you making it work, keep advertising your brand. Keep letting the world know that you're growing. Because that's the only way they're going to see you to want to deal with you. Now, word of mouth will get you far, but sometimes when you're dealing with people with word of mouth, a person will tell a person, yeah, man, he came and cut my grass for $50. And that same person that you told that I cut your grass for $50, they gonna have a 2 acre big ass yard and expect me to cut that for the same price because I did yours that wasn't even near the size of that. So that's why I tell people there's a way to be silent. I give you a deal. Don't tell the person that I'm gonna be there without my consent. Don't promise another person my services, especially if I haven't agreed with them to take their money or make them my customer, because that's bad business to begin with. So I tell people that if I do a favor for you, your price and the next person's price will never be the same. Now your prices is the same if y'all got the same size house, etc., and this and that. Or even if your house is a little bigger and a little time consuming, just because I know the landscape and the layout is kind of easy, I might charge you a cheaper price. But don't tell the next person what the price I charge you. That's when you're supposed to be silent. You're supposed to be like, this guy does good work. Call him here, give you a flat rate. Sometimes you gotta lie about your prices because y'all got friends that want shit for free, want a discount. Oh shit, if you cut yours for 50, then here, do mine for 25. No, I won't. I'm not gonna be at your house 2 hours cutting your grass, detailing it, and making it look pretty for $25. I don't even be at a house over 30 minutes for a grass cut. So, like I tell people, learn when to be silent and learn when not to be loud. So if you boast and brag, you being loud. If you showing your work that you love, you being silent because you showing your work speaks for itself. Sometimes you have to just let people know, especially in business, you got competition. So as long as you got competition in business, if you silent, you're not gonna stand out. They have to respect you and take you serious. So if you silent, who's gonna take a quiet person serious? They're just not gonna deal with you because that means you don't know how to socialize in the right aspect to make me interested. So food for thought. Y'all have a blessed day, and always remember, if it ain't common sense, it'll never make sense. Peace.